Most professional environments evaluate your contribution based on two variables: the volume of your output and the amount of desk time you log. This model rewards endurance. It treats your career as a marathon of repetition, assuming that the longer you sit in the chair, the more value you provide to the organization. But if you spend 10 hours manually copy-pasting lead data or formatting spreadsheets, you haven't actually gained ground. You've simply performed a high-friction task that requires the same effort every time you do it. Under this linear approach, extreme effort doesn't necessarily lead to a more capable version of yourself. It just leads to exhaustion. There is a comforting lie in the busy workday, the idea that logging more hours is the same thing as making progress. This chart shows the reality of flat capability. As the time worked on the bottom axis increases, the capability line on the vertical axis stays completely level. You are repeating the same process, but you aren't improving the process itself. Every hour spent inside that shaded area is an opportunity cost. If the process requires the same amount of manual labor today as it did a year ago, you have zero leverage. In a market where tools and techniques are evolving month to month, staying static is a hidden risk. If your capability doesn't scale, your value eventually plateaus. To break that plateau, you have to stop using the clock as your primary compass. Moving away from time-based metrics requires a new way to track your progress. We call this mastery velocity. The formula for this velocity is learning gain per hour, or LG per H. It is a measurement of how much faster or more effective you become for every hour of cognitive effort you invest. It isn't about what you did, it's about what you are now capable of doing. Most metrics focus on current volume. LG per H focuses on future capacity. It asks, did this hour of work make the next hour of work easier? When you optimize for LGH, your focus moves from finishing a task list to expanding your permanent skill set. Consider a common sales scenario. You have 3 hours to find and research new prospects. On the left, we see the high-friction approach. You spend 3 hours manually digging through LinkedIn. You get your list, but your learning gain is zero. Tomorrow, you'll have to spend those same 3 hours to get the same result. On the right, we spend those same 3 hours architecting an AI agent to handle the research. The immediate output might be the same, but look at the growth. You've built a system that continues to produce while you move on to other things. This is where mastery velocity scales. Because the system handles the future workload, your personal bandwidth is freed up to solve more complex problems. This is the shift from doing the work to building the machinery. You are no longer just a participant in the process, you are the engineer of it. Architecting these systems is what allows you to increase your output without increasing your hours. Tracking momentum is a more reliable predictor of success than tracking desk time. If your rate of learning is high, your value increases regardless of how many hours are on your timesheet. This changes the definition of a good day at work. A good day isn't one where you hit a quota. It's one where you solved an optimization problem that makes that quota easier to hit tomorrow. In a competitive landscape, the ability to expand your capabilities faster than the market changes is the most practical form of career security you can have. Your professional market value is increasingly tied to the automated systems you can design and manage, rather than the manual tasks you can execute. Now that we've established how to measure this velocity, we can look at the specific tools that accelerate it. Next week, we begin applying these metrics to the AI-driven sales environment. As more manual processes are handled by software, the divide between those who perform the labor and those who build the systems will grow. To stay on the right side of that divide, we have to identify the work that machines cannot do. We'll be breaking down the exact 4 tasks that AI cannot replicate. These human-centric skills represent your specific edge, the floor of your value in a world of automated work. Subscribe to see how to master them.